Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Happy Janmashtami from Navadip Dham. uh, my name is Madhukar Das, and I'm serving in Gaudiya Vedanta Publications, working with translations, and right now I'm mostly just checking translations, but sometimes I translate also. And also I do proofreading and diacritic stuff and all that. So Anita Didi, a few days ago, she asked me if I could make a video just demonstrating what I do every day and like what I'm working on, how I do it. And so, yeah, just to show all of you kind supporters of our Srila Gurudev's Gaudiya Vedanta publications, I'll just give you a little breakdown. So right now, the main books I'm working on is Patramrit. These are letters from Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, and this is Patravali, also letters from Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj. The letters in this book are pretty much all to Umadidi, and then this book is just letters to all different people. So we're publishing this for his. We're trying to get this ready for his centennial appearance day, which is in December. What is it? I think it's December 28th. I'm pretty sure. So that's my main thing right now that I'm working on for GVP. And another thing is I'm not sure if you've heard of the Gaudiya Kirtan app, but that's a project for GVP that I'm kind of responsible for. And anyways, also with this book, I mentioned I'm working on it, but I mean, it's a whole team of devotees. I'm just a fidelity checker. You'll see. I'll show you the process, what my part is in this book and the stages that the book goes through. But back to the Gaudiya Kirtan app. I'm right now. If you've downloaded the Gaudiya Kirtan app, you'll see that we did it very quickly and it hasn't really gotten very many updates. That's because we're putting all of our energy into making the complete app. Instead of just fixing the one that we currently have, we want to make a much better app, and we're doing that for. We're first working on making the web version of it, and then gradually we'll make that web version. We'll make all the functions on that work on the Gaudiya Kirtan app. But something I'm doing in the meantime, while the developers are working on that, we meet a few times a week, and we just work together. And also, there's two other developers that work by themselves, Jai Gopal and another devotee, Amit Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, they're working closely together a lot. But in the meantime, while they're doing that, I'm preparing songs. Me and there's this one Bengali boy named Sarananda. We're preparing songs from the different Gaudiya Mat songbooks, so that all the Gaudiya Mats will have a place on the Gaudiya Kirtan app. They'll have their own Guru Parampara songs, their own Mangalacharans. And so, like, this is the Gopinath Gaudiya Mat songbook. This is what we're working on typing up right now. And it's in Bengali, but we have a thing to make it transliterate into all different languages. So so we have the Gopinath Gaudiya Mat songbook. Next one I'm going to be working on is Srila Bhakti Shrup Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj's songbook, and Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj's songbook. So those are the next songbooks that we're going to be preparing. And I have all the other Gaudiya Mat songbooks ready or finished, like all typed up and ready. So let me show you. I'll share my screen with you so you can get an idea of my workflow. Let me just... Okay, now I'm sharing my screen. So I'm just about to get started. Today's Janmashtami, so I'm off to a late start. Usually I start at 9:30 every morning, but today it's almost 11. We did a program for today this morning, so that's why I'm late. So I usually start off my day. This is my to-do list. And then this is Patramrita, the letters of Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj. And so I finished this one, so I get to check that off. It's so satisfying. Finished a week's worth of work. Now it's time for this week, week 7. So we're going to finish this book in 16 weeks. I mean, Srivas had it all translated. And so from the translation time till publishing time, it's another 16 weeks with checking the translation to make sure everything's accurate, and going through questions and editing, proofreading, layout, that whole process. And so today I'm going to be working on letter 38, which is 1,041 words. Yeah. And then, so this is it. This is letter 38 from Patravali, letter to Umadidi. And yeah, I just keep it open on here, the Bengali on here, and then my work on here. Yeah, see, and we do make comments. Okay, so then every time I don't know a word, or I'm thinking, or I want to see a different way to use the word, then I check this dictionary here, which has the Samsad Bengali dictionary, which is one of my favorite Bengali dictionaries. And then every new word that I learn, I add it to this Quizlet card thing. Here, see, there's letter 38, Patravali 20, and then I add it here. And then as I'm, every time I go to look up a word, I add it to a card so that I can, on my own, I can review the word and I can, I don't know, increase my skills in Bengali, get a bigger vocabulary. So, and then what I do usually because sometimes I have a difficult time focusing for long blocks of time. I can focus for a couple hours or something, but after, a way that I can work for much longer than just a couple hours, I can work, for quite a few hours, is I have this Pomodoro system. So I type, there I have letter 38, then I start my timer for 25 minutes, like that. And then after 25 minutes are up, then it gives me a 5-minute break. And I just get up, I stretch, yeah, you get the idea. And also, sometimes what I do, I have a group here. Wait 1 second, I don't want to. So here, I have this focus group, deep focus support. And then I say, I'm going on whereby for a couple hours. Right? Yeah, I'll be on there for a couple hours from 11 to 1 o'clock. So then, and I share this link. And then sometimes I have friends who like to study, who like to focus with me. So I'll just show you, this is whereby. And so, yeah, for this, you don't need to have an account or anything. You just click join meeting. And you don't need to download anything. It's really simple. But yeah, then I can be here. I can even share my screen so that people can make sure I'm not wasting time or fooling around. And yeah, then sometimes some of my friends come on here. If you ever need to focus on something and you want some support to make sure that you can get through long blocks of just deep focus without being interrupted, then yeah, you're free to join. I do it every morning and every evening. I come on here. And so, yeah, I just made the announcement in our WhatsApp group, and sometimes, some of my friends will jump on here with me. And we don't talk or anything. We just, whatever we're working on, we just focus on that. And then, once the 25 minutes is up, then sometimes we get up and stretch. Sometimes we'll chit chat a little bit in the 5-minute break, but lots of times we just exercise or do whatever. And that's basically it. So this is all Srivasa's translation of Srila Bhaman Goswami Maharaj's letters, Patravali and Patramrit. And then I go over it, I make a bunch of comments, I fix things, I change things, and then I send it back to him. And then he'll go over my comments, he'll respond to my comments, he'll make further changes, send it back to me. Then, we go back and forth like that a couple times. And then it goes to, and also any things that Srivasa and I are both stuck on, then he'll bring that to Amal Krishna Prabhu, or sometimes he asks questions to other expert devotees, who are expert with Bengali. Sometimes he asks questions directly to Umudidi, and then, anyways, once we get all that, we're very clear, everything's very high fidelity, and, it's all looking good, then we send it to Vaijanti Mala Mataji, and she does an edit. And then she sends it back to Srivas. He checks her edits to make sure she didn't change anything from the meaning. And then, they go back and forth a few times. And then it goes to the proofreaders, the pre-layout proofread. And then, we have a couple proofreaders go through it. I'm probably going to proofread it again also, just for another check. And then after that, it goes to, it will go probably to Krishna Krunibru, who will lay out the book. And then after, we'll do a last, post layout proofread. And there'll be a couple people who go over that. And then finally, it is ready to publish. That's our process. So, yeah, just once again, if you ever want to focus with me, then you can come join this whereby thing I do every day. And I guess that's all. Thanks for... Oh my God, that was 10 minutes. Sorry for the long... I didn't mean for it to be that long. Anyhow, Jai Shri Radhe. And last thing is the projects that we're going to be working on next. I mean, there's different devotees working on different projects, but the ones that I'm personally involved with Srivas and Vaijanti Mataji, is Vaijanti Mala right now, she's working on Ujjvala Nilamani, and she's working on that with some other devotees, and then so that's already it's already been translated, and now she's working on editing it, and there's devotees checking it. But then the next book we're going to work on after this, after Patramrit, is Srivas is working on this already, but we're going to give it our full focus after December. Chatushloki. There's a book, Chatushloki, Srimad Bhagavatiya Chatushloki, by a Hindi book on the 4 seed verses, what do you call it? The main verses of Srimad Bhagavatam in the 2nd canto. And so, yeah, we're going to do that book. And then after that, Srivas and I are going to join Vaijantimala in working on Ujjvala Nilamani. And Srivas is going to go through it first. He's very expert. And then I go after him just to go through his work and double check things. And yeah, that's the next project. Ujjvala Nilamani will be our main thing for a while. That's going to be that's a huge project. I'll show you how big the book is. This is Ujjvala Nilamani right here. So yeah, big, thick book. And in the meantime, I'm trying to study. Well, I haven't started yet. I'm planning on starting today on Janmashtami, of going through Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, just so that I feel weird just jumping straight into Ujjvala Nilamani without having gone through Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And actually, eventually, my Gurudev gave orders that he wants Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu to be done in Hindi in the future. So that will be, I don't know when that will be. There's no dates, deadlines for that. That will probably be in the more further future. And then another book that we'll be working on, I don't have the Hindi book here, is Char Acharya. And already Shravan Kumar Prabhu in Hawaii, he's been translating that, and he's already done quite a bit on that. But yeah, Srivas and I will probably be the main ones working on checking his translation. And then Vaijantimala, I think, will be editing it, and yeah, like that. So that's just a little idea of what's going on right now from my side. But there's also other devotees serving in different areas, like Shanti Didi's working on different books. I think maybe she'll be working on Bhagavat Arka Marichi Mala, and also we have the Beyond Nirvana book, which is originally called Vaishnava Vijay, or Mayavadi Ki Jivani, has a few different names. We're going to be redoing that book. We're gonna go through it and really make sure that everything's completely accurate. And yeah, so that's a big project also. And yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching for these 14 minutes. Oh my God. Okay, I'll end the video here. Haribol. Dandavat pranams. Thank you for watching. Jai Srila Gurudev. Jai Shri Krishna Chandra Rajendra Nandan Sham Sundar. Shri Krishna Chandra ki Jai. Shri Krishna Janmashtami Titi ki Jai. Jai Shri Rishabhanu Nandini Shrimati Radharani ki Jai. Nanda Baba Yashoda Maya ki Jai. Vasudev Devaki ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Sarva Vajvasi Gan ki Jai. Shri Gurudev ki Jai. Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Shri Gauriya Vedanta Publications ki Jai. Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.